In this video, I'm going to show you how to make cake in Blender. To make a cake, first let's take a cylinder and make sure that the cap fill type is a triangular fan. And now let's resize it. After doing it, let's go to edit mode. Here, let us select some faces. Select some faces like this and click P and click on selection. Come out of edit mode. After if you come out of edit mode, you'll see that this part of the cylinder is separated now. This will be separate piece of cake. So move it back like this, and fill these faces here. Go to vertex mode, click on F, fill the faces. Same thing do here also. You will have these cake pieces. And now go to sculpting. We need to smooth all these edges here. For that, first remesh the object. Go to sculpt mode. Here in remesh, make it as 0.03 or something. Same thing do for this big piece also. After that, take smooth shading brush and just go on top of this piece. Don't overdo it. It will not look good. Just apply lightly over these pieces. That's it. After that, coming to layout again, go into side view, click on this piece, go into tab, turn on X-ray mode, and select all these top faces like this. Duplicate them by clicking Shift D and click P and selection to separate them. After that, if you come out of X-ray mode and edit mode, you can see that this piece is separated from the cake. This will become our cream layer afterwards. Keep it like this. Do the same thing for this piece also. Now select these two cream layers, scale them in X and Y axis, don't scale them in Z axis. Scale them like this and then move them up a bit. That's it. Now you can apply solidify modifier for both of them. After adding solidify modifier, make sure to apply them. Otherwise, when you're sculpting, sculpting will not go well if you don't apply solidify modifier. After applying them, come back to sculpting and then remesh them again. Now this time make them as 0.01 or something. Do the same thing to other piece also. After that, take the smooth brush and smoothen them again. If it is coming like this, don't worry. We can use grab brush and grab them up again. Now smooth this part also first. Now to fix this, go into sculpt mode again. Take your grab brush, decrease the size of your brush and grab them up. Now to make it look like cake, go into side view and now you can use this snake hook brush to grab this cream down to make it look like cream is dripping down. I'll show you. You can make this effect all over the cake so that the cake will look good and it looks like cream. After dragging them down, make sure to use smooth brush to smoothen them. Do this process all over the cake. After doing this, let's do one more thing. Sometimes you can see that when cream is dripping from the cake, these bottoms will be inflated, like there will be a bubble of cream there. For that, you can take this inflate brush here and just tap it here. In that way, you can see here it is looking like some water drops. It will be like the cream is stagnated there. Do this so that you can get some better looks. Also, make sure to smooth while you're doing that, and do this process wherever you want. Don't do it everywhere. Just do it in some places. That's all. That's it. For now, the cake looks fine. After doing this process, now let's go to texturing. After doing texturing, if anything needs changes in sculpting, we'll come back and do the changes then. For now, let's move to texturing now. In this cake texture, there will be three main parts: inner layer, outer layer, and this middle layer. First, let us separate these layers by applying the slots. First, let me hide these cream layers. Let me go to material mode, go into tab, take into texture material, and select these faces. After selecting these faces, assign a new slot to them. Take a new slot and assign these to them. Now this will be the inner layer. After that, let us select another layer. That this will be the outer layer. Go to into not outer layer. It will be the middle part. Go to texture mode. Now select this middle part like this. How much you want this white part? That much you can select. I'm selecting like this. Assign a new slot to that. That's it. These are three layers. This first slot is outer layer. The second slot is inner layer. This third slot is middle layer. Go ahead and make these. Afterwards, I'll show you how to texture each layer. First, let's start with outer layer. First, take a Warner texture and also take a noise texture node. Add these two textures. Now add this texture coordinate and object detection node. Here, don't connect fact to normal. Connect this color to normal. Afterwards, take a color ramp. Now connect this Warner texture to the color ramp and color ramp to the base color. Afterwards, select your colors. I'm looking for a chocolate cake, so I'm making those colors brown. One light brown, one more darker brown than the previous color. Here, choosing your colors is the trickiest part. Make sure you get this right, otherwise your cake will look odd. If you want to use what colors I'm using at the end, after completing the whole texture, I'll give hex codes of these colors. You can use them at the end. Afterwards, add this bump node and connect it to normal and decrease the strength. After that, tweak with these values with Warner texture value scale and noise texture scale. You have to adjust these scales such that the outer texture does not have so much noise in it. The texture should be like simple lines, simple noise lines, that's all, as I'm showing in this picture. However, the inner texture will have much more noise in it. Now add displacement node and connect it. Afterward, take again Warner texture and also take noise texture again. I'm simply duplicating this noise texture, and after duplicating, press on the noise texture and click backward space key. Then it will reset the noise texture. Afterwards, add a mix color node and then connect the Warner texture and noise texture to the mix color node and take color ramp and also press backward key by selecting the color ramp. Then it will reset the node again. Now tweak this color ramp to increase the contrast and decrease the contrast of these noise textures and Warner textures. Also play with these texture scales so that you can get whatever look you want according to you. And also decrease the mid level and the scale level according to you. From here, the process is same: adding more noise textures, mixing them with previous textures, and adding it to color layer and mixing with texture scales. Repeat this process till you are okay with your texture. Now we will do the same process for inner layer and middle layer also. Every node, all the nodes will be same, but the noise will be more in the inner layer more than outer layer. Here I will show you time lapse of setting up the inner layer. If you want to follow with me, you can follow with this time lapse, or else you can skip to the point where I am tweaking the cake with more sculpting and all other things. Timestamps are given below. After changing the colors a bit and tweaking the scales a bit, I ended up with this one. There need to be more changes in sculpting, and I'll add some decorations over the top. For up to now, this is the progress. I gave you the hex codes of the colors I used on the screenshot of the textures. You can use them if you want to use same colors as me. This is the cream texture of my OBS Scratch when I'm recording the cream texture. I gave you a screenshot. It is simple. It is similar to these textures. Cream texture is just color ramp, bump, water noise, and noise texture. That's it. This is the screenshot of it. You can use it if you want, or you can simply just use it. Go to Blender Kit or any other website and take textures from there. Moving to the next part, we need to adjust the cake a bit. So let's go to sculpting again. In sculpting, here are some places where cream is behind the cake. We have to fix these places all over the cake. And afterwards, I will inflate these some of these corners a bit more, so that I need more cream stagnating there. After doing that, if you are observing cakes, this middle layer will not be this clean. It will be clumsy. So go to here, go into sculpting. What we'll do is grab this and move them up and down like this. Make it so that it is not a straight line. It is a big zigzag or any other pattern. After completing that, come back to layout mode, add a circle, go into edit mode, come here and select checker deselect, come into top view and scale them in like this. Make a star shape like this. After select everything and extrude it upward. 4 times is enough. Now come into top view again, turn on this proportional editing and rotate them like this, and turn on this proportional editing, scale the top in like this, adjust them as you want, adjust them to a side like this. Go to shading, add this cream material to it. Afterwards, add a subdivision modifier for all of them. go into edit mode again and merge these top ones all. Here I took a plate from Blender kit and adjusted my cake pieces according to my liking. From here we have only one last thing to do. We have to scatter some cake pieces on the plate so that when the cake is cut, some cake pieces are fallen down. We will do that and our cake will be ready, and we will arrange our scene for a nice little render. To scatter cake particles, first let's take a icosphere, size that down, go to edit mode and randomize its vertex. After doing that, add subdivision modifier to this all, and now go to top view. Before doing that, make sure that you have enabled the scatter object add-on from your Blender. Now select your icosphere and then shift select your plate. Go to your object, click on scatter object. Here you can draw a piece lines like this after selecting the scatter objects.